We're live on Mixer. Very nice. Very nice. And let's see, are we live on YouTube? No, we are not. Why aren't we live on YouTube? That is what I want to know. Alright, well, if we don't ever get live on YouTube, I'll just continue streaming to Mixer and then port that video over to YouTube. So, not going to wait any longer. Hello and welcome to the FSXTout channel. Yes, so today I'll be celebrating 10 years on YouTube, 10 years as a YouTube channel, as a flight sim channel, and even though I have been on YouTube for about 10 years, well, approximately 10 years, as you can see here, joined May 9, 2010, and it is 9th of May 2020. So yeah, even though I've been on YouTube for about 10 years, I only have 655 subscribers, so I'm a bit sad about that. But anyway, I'm here, might as well, continue. Hopefully my channel is not dead and blacklisted or whatever, so that's why my videos are not getting seen. But anyway, so for today I decided to just do a little history of my channel, and for you who are seeing this on YouTube at a later date, it's probably not going to be the 9th of May, but I'm streaming live on mixer.com. So yeah, let's go into a bit of the history of why I started the channel, and all of the different things I overcame to continue and prosper. Well, not really prosper. I ain't prospering at all. All right, let's load up this video. SVCTORS. All right, vectors. This is vectors and FSX Film. This is from Ramsurin. This was the video that, when I eventually saw this video, I was like, yo, I want to make something similar to this. This is an FSX short film, and it's really good. You have good voice acting and everything. It's not loading because I guess my internet. Oh, you wanted to load an ad. I don't want an ad. See, this was back in the day of 220p. This was 2007. Back in that day, this wasn't that bad. This quality wasn't really that bad, but looking at it now, oh, it's rough. So check out this film, Vectors in FSX Film. Hopefully this person here is still around, because I want to do an HD remake of this film. An HD 1080p 60 video of this exact film would be beautiful, and I would definitely want to help in that process. So definitely check out this video. And when I saw this video, eventually I downloaded Fraps. I made a movie really quickly in Windows Movie Maker, and this is what it is. I put my full name here, even though I created the channel. Oh, this video is also 10 years old. See, I created the channel, then I uploaded this video. This was my first video. Even though I put this name, I'm not sure why I put my regular name on the video, but look at this quality. You guys can check this video out on your own time. Let's go to my channel, videos, and then you start by oldest. And when your thing eventually goes up, you see my FSX gameplay. And this was a stunning 4 frames per second. I was shooting this video on a Dell laptop, and I did not have the sensibility to do multiple takes. And let's make sure that yes, everything's still working. Yeah, I did not have the sensibility to do multiple takes. So everything was first take, first try, and I did not do any what you call it, well, one video I did an instant replay for. One clip. Oh yeah, this is bad. Yeah. So you could check that out on your own time. You know, I uploaded this video and I was like, yes. And back in those days of YouTube, you as a channel could message another channel. So, you know, big YouTubers at the time was Jonathan 5700 or something like that. There was a YouTuber in the Netherlands who was always making videos on Amsterdam Schiphol airport. And there were a couple other YouTubers. I basically spammed them and like, yo, check out my video every couple weeks, and this is how I got these views. A bit shameful looking back on it now, but hey, I made a video and I got views. Now my second video, this was a PowerPoint. This was later in the year. My FSX gameplay, that video I made, the 9th of May, and this video was the 9th of December, so I took a long break. And then I screen recorded a PowerPoint that I made of... No, I back in those days I was a really big fan of PowerPoints. So I had PowerPoints of like almost everything. This is really cool. I guess people did not like it because I got 5 dislikes. If you come across this video, please hit a like button on it. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe! Come on, 655 subscribers and I've been on YouTube for 10 years. It hurts, bro. It hurts. Feels bad, man. Alright, and then I started to upload other stuff. Now, it's only recently I learned from Sean Cannell from Think Media to stay in your niche. So my niche was flight sim content. I started uploading a whole bunch of other stuff. People, if you subscribe to a flight sim channel, if you subscribe for a channel for gaming, you expect to see gaming. Don't want to expect to see this other stuff. But you know, this was video production that I did. You know, I felt proud of it, so I uploaded it on YouTube. It wasn't until, let's see, 3 years later from my first video, then I uploaded this channel trailer. What I think I did, so before I did this channel trailer, I did a couple more short films, a couple more flight sim films, and I deleted those off my channel. I think I had them on I uploaded them. Yes, this was from Ecranoplan introduction. I uploaded them and then I deleted them because they were not good. The final scene in this was from one of the deleted videos. Oh, this was called Mill Power Once Upon a Time. Oh, this is to the tune of also Sprach Zarathustra. Yeah, so I just muted it just in case, you know, we have a copyright strike, copyright claims or whatever. Yeah, so that's it. And this was like the final scene of Mill Power. And then this is the last part. So anyway, then I made some more short films. You know, back in these days, like I wasn't really I was like so too eager to make these films. You know, I would make them. Everything was one take. I didn't have really any planning, but I planned like what to do, but I did not, you know, do multiple takes. Like one take, one try, just get it over it. I'm guessing that's why. Oh, this was hilarious because people were saying, "Oh, Ekranoplan would not be able to fly so far into." This was in San Francisco. This video was for San Francisco. People were. You can read the comments on your own time. See, okay, did 3 more videos. Then I stopped. Made a video with the Eurofighter. Only got 64 views. Big sad. And then I started to upload everything else. Now, as I said, if you're making, stay in your niche. You know, if you're making flight sim videos, make flight sim videos. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, my most popular videos are not flight sim videos. This was no bootable device found on Toshiba laptop, which is, you know, it was an error that I had, and I figured out how to solve the error, and I made a video, put it up on my channel, got 181,000 views on it, and you know, people subscribe to my channel because, you know, they like my tech videos. See, I have a couple more tech videos, and I still get responses. I still get comments and likes and responses from these videos from people saying how it has helped them, and they subscribe to my channel. But then I don't be putting out more videos like this. I be putting out flight sim videos, so that's kind of hurtful. That's why you should always, if you want to do tech, have a dedicated tech channel. If you have a flight sim channel, make a dedicated flight sim channel. I know that now. Don't fall in my mistake. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The eighth most popular video that I've created is a flight sim video. And 8, 9, 10. Okay, I don't have any more popular uploads per se. That's flight sim videos. So let's go back to videos and start by oldest. We'll just run through the ranks. Internet is a bit slow because I'm streaming. Alright, so you know, Eurofighter formation. Then I started to make some tutorials. How to fix the missing FSX compass. The compass and the pointer. I made a video on how to change the metadata in FSX, because you know, some aircraft would have no manufacturer, they would have no aircraft type. The aircraft type might be legacy when it's a helicopter. Put it on the helicopter, but I made a tutorial how to change that. Then how to add aircraft textures. Guessing not too many people watch this. That's fine. Then let's see, in 2017, I believe, December 2017, I thought about it, and I said, you know what? I want to revamp this channel. I want to rebrand this channel as pure flight sim and aviation content. So I thought up of a program called the FSXTout blank show, and by blank, I would put in a description of an aircraft. So if an aircraft has canards, swept wings, or whatever, I would review an aircraft, or make a video about a particular aircraft based off of its characteristics. And surprisingly, I still have the template that I used to make this review. So let's see. All right, what's this? All right, I don't need to do that. I'll just uncheck it. And where's my video capture? Video capture is unlocked. So let me make it full screen. Oh, this is bad. Alright. That's focus. There we go. FSX templates for FSX aircraft review. And then I have intro. Hello and welcome to the FSXTout channel. Today we'll be reviewing the aircraft from whoever the manufacturer is, and then ad-lib. And then, you know, I have cockpit functionality, model accuracy. Well, I scratched out flight characteristics because I am personally not a real-life pilot, so I can't tell you if the flight sim aircraft flies the same as the I can't tell you if the flight sim aircraft flies the same as the FSX aircraft. Oh, I think I probably goofed up. Let's go to Mixer to see. Oh, okay. We are full screen. I just thought that maybe we were capturing the screen with this thing and wasn't sure if the camera was full screen. Anyway, ATC availability, and I also put like my grading scheme. Checklist and references made by, well, I really like putting my name on stuff. And then this is the date that I made it. I put it in a header, and yeah, that's when I thought let's revamp my channel. So I started with the FSXTout Canards show. Let's see if I can undo this, hey, it works. And then bring that back. Lovely. So whoops. Yes. Let's go into playlists. Oh, where's my... Okay. And then we started... Where is it? FSXTout Canards show. Then when I finished videos from the FSXTout Canards show, I started doing cinematics. And these cinematics, these were... these aircraft, they were aircraft with canards, and they had particular characteristics too, apart from having canards. So I made this video. This is a very calming and soothing video. I really liked how this came out. This was with the TU-144D and the XB-70. Both of these aircraft have canards, but they're huge. So I named it XL Canards, and they're supersonic, so supersonic XL Canards. We have prop Canards, which is aircraft with propellers that also have canards. So this is like a subgroup within this subgroup. So, you know, I have the P180, Piaggio Avanti 180, the Avtec Type 40, the Cobalt CO50, and the Beechcraft Starship. Then I made a whole video about that. Let's see. I also made a video about fictional aircraft with canards. So these aircraft, they don't exist in real life, but they do exist in media in some form of the other. The only aircraft I know for sure exists in media is this FA-37 Talon. This is from the movie, the 2005 movie Stealth. Yeah. You know, going down the line, carrier-borne aircraft. So all these aircraft, they can land on aircraft carriers. The FA-37 Talon, the Dassault Rafale, and the S-70 Blackfish. And you know, I continued along with that. I also did commentary, so if you guys are interested in how I edited these videos, also you can also check that out. Okay, from the FSXTout Canards show, I went into swing wing, which is variable geometry wings. So I reviewed, let's see, the first aircraft I reviewed in this series was the B-1B Lancer. I did it by alphabetical order too. I think this is when after I built my first PC. Let's see. Oh no, we're in 720p. Yeah, this is my first. This is after I built my first PC, which has the Ryzen 3 2200G, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and storage and hard drives. When I made this video, I did not have a graphics card as yet. I did not have my 570, so it's pretty cool. Now I reviewed the F14, the F111, the MiG-23, MiG-27, Mirage G8, Su-17, the Panavia Tornado. This video was the first flight sim video I've ever shot in full 1080p. This is after I bought my, what's this panel called again? The HP VH240A. So this is my first video I've ever shot in full 1080p. So let's see if I. Welcome to the FSXTout. Let's see if I mention that. By swing wing, I mean variable geometry or the wings that swoop either forward or backwards in flight. Yep. Today is our first video that will be recorded and edited and uploaded in glorious 1080p detail. Glorious 1080p. Yes. So if you thought my videos were, if you were the few people, the few of you who watch my videos, start watching after I did my Panavia Tornado video. Because trust me, it gets better. Alright, and then after we've exhausted the list of aircraft with variable geometry wings, I started to review aircraft with tandem gear. So tandem gear means that the landing gear is one behind the other. So, I reviewed the U2, 25 views? Good grief. And the B-52. The most popular aircraft with tandem gear is the U2, the B-52, and the Harrier. Let's see if I can pull up the B-52 video so you can see. Then, let's see, scroll. You can see the weird tandem gear. Yep, one behind the other, even though this is in a 2x2 configuration. It's more recognizable with the Harrier. Let's scroll forward in time. Yep, Harrier. See, the gear is one behind the other, and then you have outrigger gear under the wings. And then this is my grading scheme. And after the tandem gear show, I did twin boom. So twin boom means dual fuselage. Alright, so I did C82, C119, Edgeley Optical, Focke-Wulf, and I reviewed my first helicopter, UV-10 Bronco, the P6-1, but I did not continue with this with these shows. I could have gone on, but I didn't, because I low-key got depressed. After I was doing flight sim content, and the views were not really there. I was hoping was talking about a particular aircraft, people would search for that aircraft and want to see it. And I guess that's how some of these aircraft have more views than others. People were actually searching for them, and I low-key got depressed, so I stopped with flight sim. And I think that's when the Top Gun Maverick trailer came out, and I did. I've been seeing YouTubers do face cams. So I was like, why not? Let me do a face. No, actually, before that, the FS 2020 they have a trailer reaction. So I did a trailer reaction. Hopefully it was not as cancerous as I've seen other reaction videos be, but I made a trailer reaction and I spoke a bit about it. I'm very excited for Flight Sim 2020 when it comes out later this year. Let's see. Oh, and I accidentally did a face reveal, face cam, whatever. I didn't really mind, but I think I should have made it like a bigger deal, like hide my face until people are actually asking to see my face and then be like, hi, this is what I look like. But nah, this video did really, really well. This video did not do so well because I waited 2 days after the trailer was launched to make the video. And then I got into RC. Father's Day. I got my AXN on Father's Day 2019, and I learned to fly in the summer of 2019. So in the background you guys are seeing my orange T6 radio. Let me tap the focus on that. Let me just zoom in a little bit. My orange T6 radio, and I made a video about putting LEDs on my AXN. So far I haven't done a night flight with my AXN, hence this video, but I suppose I should delete this video. Could I delete it from here? Nah, I'll delete this video because this video is an 18-minute waste of your time. But no, I made a video about me putting LEDs on my AXN, and it came out good. Came out really, really good. Very proud of that. The views could have used a bit more work though. Then I built my second plane, the Hobby King Artic Cat, which you guys, whoops, let's zoom back in. Which you guys probably see in the background. Let's see, video capture device. Let's full screen this again. I should probably have a hotkey or something. Alright, and then let's hide this. Whoops. Hide it. And this is my Hobby King Artic Cat. Ridiculous airplane. Put me through a lot of heck to get it to work. Yeah, I have a reversing ESC, which does not make sense because when you back the plane up, this step digs into the ground. And this is a water plane, a float plane, so you can, not a float plane, a water plane, so you can conceivably fly it off of water. And I put a reversing ESC, so just in case I get stuck, I can back it up. And yeah, so far I haven't flown it as yet. From what do you call it? I had a bunch of issues, I had a loose connection for my wire, and I also had, I was flying with full throws, so you barely turn left and the whole thing flips over. Really not good. And basically, all in all, I haven't flown it as yet. This video explains the issues that I had and how to fix the motor. So yeah, and here we are in the present. I've live streamed twice now on YouTube, and this will be like my second or third. No, this will be my third live stream on Mixer. So really cool. Hi Mixer. This video I am proud of. It's a bit longer than I really want it to be, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I am not really I should have planned it out or something, but this video is parting out a PC for FS 2020 based off of Microsoft's PC specs. So let's go down here. Oh, come on. Behave. Oh, there we go. This is the PC specs that Microsoft gave. Oh, by the way, in that video I explained that I haven't been following Intel and their CPUs and their performance metrics and whatever since AMD came out with Ryzen. Ryzen is like super fantastic, super budget, and you get good price to performance with AMD. So I haven't really been looking up with Intel. So I can't really advise you on Intel. Yeah, so basically this video is basically saying that the specs for AMD, sorry, is kind of nonsense. For their minimum specs, they recommend the Ryzen 3 1200, and which is $100, $110, and for $85, if you can find the CPU for $85, you can get a much better performing CPU. So this is not only price, but performance. If your minimum spec is this performance for this price, get this performance for this price. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Ryzen 5 1600AF is 31% more powerful than a recommended CPU. The recommended CPU is the 1500X. Yeah, don't worry with that. Let's see how much the 1500X costs. Alright, we're waiting because we're streaming and the internet is a bit slow. Right, wow, it's like $100 more expensive, and you get more price to performance. See, this is the recommended CPU for AMD, and the 1600AF is 31% more. So basically, you're good if you have this 1600AF. But I might have to do an updated version of this video, because AMD is coming out with newer CPUs. This is 2nd gen Ryzen, I believe it's called, and their Ryzen 3 beats out this 1600AF, and that CPU is $90 when it will come out. So I'll have to redo this video. Be sure you check out my YouTube and my Twitter at least to be notified on when that video comes out. And let's see, I also did this. You've probably seen this on Twitter and Instagram, or not, but yeah, this is a spec sheet I made. Graphic design is my passion, so I made everything wiggle really nicely, and I also did parts and price. This is a 1080p GIF, that's why it's not really that high quality, and this is built off of the recommended specs. Basically, this is what I recommend you do instead of what Microsoft recommends. The 1200 and the 1500X. Nah, just get the 1600AF. And then I also recommend this Ryzen 3 CPU. This Ryzen 5 3600 is cheaper than this 1500X, and it outperforms it too. So, Microsoft, I don't know what Microsoft was really doing when they made this list. I don't know. I should probably update this instead of, but for this price, this is like minimum specs. So if you have better graphics than this and better CPU, you're good. For minimum spec, if you have the Ryzen 5 1600, you're pretty much good. But this is for graphics. If you have this graphics or higher, you're also good. Microsoft made a point on saying that their thing is their game is more geared for internet. So the better your internet is, the better your experience. So I'm not going to really fight up too hard to update. I have a Ryzen 3 2200G APU, and it is faster than this 1200, which is their minimum spec. So I'm going to rock with it until I can upgrade. I can afford to upgrade whenever that is, and I'll just, you know, mambo with that. Alright, so I am finished talking about my YouTube channel. Oh, and by the way guys, my YouTube channel is reasonably organized. You know, my pride and joy. This is like the videos that I have that I did scripts for. Either a script or I put a lot of time into. So definitely check these out. You know, I have RC videos because I'll be flying RC planes when we can go outside again. You know, these are my popular uploads. I put this at the bottom because, you know, these are not flight sim content. I don't want to delete these from the channel because they have a lot of views and they are still being searched for and still being commented on. So I'll keep these videos, and you know, my FSX playlists and you know, FSX gameplay. So now that was basically the ceremony. Let's think of this live stream as like a wedding. That was the ceremony, and now let's go to the reception. For the reception, I'm going to be flying some aircraft that I found in my OneDrive. Let's click fly now, and I'll explain while we are loading. Let's see if we're... Yep. See, are we still streaming to Mixer? Yep. And my webcam is not frozen, which is cool. Yes, so basically I applied for the Tech Alpha, not the Tech Alpha, for the beta version of FS 2020. I applied to be a beta tester, and for that I needed to log into my Microsoft account. And when I logged into my Microsoft account, I got access to my OneDrive. Apparently I put a lot of aircraft in my OneDrive, and when I reconnected my Microsoft account, I saw that, yo, I got some aircraft from like 5-8 years ago. Might as well put them into flight sim and fly them. Okay, my chase plane is not open, so let's hit this key. Don't worry, the stream is still going, but I just did that so I can safely open up chase plane. Alright. Oops. Alright, let's head back into Flight Sim. And this is the USS Enterprise. We are in Hawaii. Whoa. Oh, hello. Oh, that's the front. Alright, so we have our speed. I'm guessing that's our altitude. Oh, our, what you call it is busted. Our heads-up display is kind of busted. Yeah, this thing is huge. It's surprisingly nimble too. Alright, let's hit full throttle. And the wake turbulence from this thing would be spectacular. Let's bring up our speed. 1,048 knots. Lovely. Let's turn, bank, and yank. 16G turn. Lovely. Oh, I love flight sim. $1,048. It picks up speed really quickly. This is insane. Okay, let's go to true full screen because we're gonna spend the rest of our live stream in the game. Sorry, Flight Simulator 10 is not a game, it's a simulator. This is pretty wild. It's pretty nuts, man. Even though this aircraft is going at 1,000 knots, with this view at this scale, it doesn't seem to be moving that quickly. No? Let's see, 980, 980, 1,000 knots. Yep. Pretty wild. Alright, let's head back to the airport. Oh, I would need spot view for that. Zoom out some. Where is Honolulu? Nope, that's not Honolulu. Yeah, I think that's Honolulu. Oh, we have some Navy ships there. See, we're going at 150 knots. See how slow it's going now. When you activate your flaps and your speed brakes, that's when you really stop, slow down, whatever. Right. See, I hit my speed brakes and we are going at 25 knots now. Beautiful. I open up my flaps and we're going 6 knots. It's almost as if we are not moving now. Pretty cool, I suppose. I want to descend. Now we're just flying it like a helicopter, I suppose. Let's decrease our flaps. We are increasing to 23 knots, and that does not do us any good. Doesn't do us any favors. Look how huge that ship is. Alright, that was fun. I'll probably keep that again for Steam Edition. For a multiplayer, so people can see a 7.4 going at 1,000 knots. The other aircraft, see what are the other aircraft we have from that particular folder. Oh, we have a lot of helicopters. We have this Osprey. I'm not gonna fly that. That's yuck. Oh, yes, that's how you know that I haven't flown these aircraft in this I haven't flown these aircraft recently. Okay, I think I'll leave the spot view at that. That's kind of cool. D. I'm pressing the D. Alright. Not quite sure about the flight characteristics of this aircraft, but I am basically at 0 throttle. And we are still booking it. 109 knots. Basically, it's gonna do an orbit around the tower. Let's see if we can. Whoops, guess not. Could you please land? I'm basically at 0 throttle now. 0 on the collective. Sorry, I'm flying a helicopter. Oh, you guys see that weirdness with the propeller? The propeller is basically going through. Whoa, this thing is sensitive. This is the 412. The propeller is basically going through. It's being hidden by buildings. Oh, and the clouds. That is weird. See, the propeller is going behind the clouds, so it makes the clouds seem as if it's a lot closer. Same with the buildings. When you're in the same plane as the buildings, the helicopters, rotorcraft, tail rotor and the main rotor becomes hidden by the buildings. Okay, yeah, I'm already bored of that aircraft. Let's switch. What else? Oh, the Apache. We're just gonna go in order. The Apache Longbow. This aircraft is 10 years old. More than 10 years old. I included this in the aircraft, my FSX gameplay, or my FSX. The first video I uploaded. I featured this aircraft in it. Alright. We're kind of loud. Let's go back into full screen and see how we're doing with audio wise. Okay, that's not too bad, and my camera is not frozen, which is really good. Alright, let's go back into the true full screen. I just wanted to make sure that you guys can hear me above the aircraft. So this is the Apache. If I remember correctly, this tail rotor thing, it moves when you use your when you go forward and backward in pitch. Oh, and the chain gun also moves forward and backwards. Does it yaw? No. This camera in the nose yaws. Camera in the nose yaws. And chain gun goes with the roll and the pitch and roll. Looking at this chain gun, it's like is that a chain gun in your pocket, or are you just excited to see me? Oh, in slew mode, the tail horizontal stabilizer moves. Let's see, oh, this, once upon a time it had a fireball effect with either I for smoke or O for smoke, I guess. Oh, this helicopter has the same issue with the main rotors going behind stuff in the background. This thing flies very, very nicely. Oh, if I remember correctly, every time you go into the cockpit, you hear that thing sounding as if it's spooling up. It's very annoying. TBH. Sounds as if the helicopter's turning on. Very annoying. Then you have a little TV view. It's just a magnified view of outside. Either it's magnified or it's just like a hole in the panel with a green tint over it. Yeah, this helicopter also flies well. I'll fly it again in my own time. But yeah, this is nice. When we land, I'll switch out again. Drift, 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 drift. Ooh, I was joking, but maybe not. 360, 360, 360, 360, 360. Alright, I'm bored. Let's switch. Coming down the line, we have the Chinook. Lovely. A bunch of helicopters for now, but trust me, later we'll get into some aircraft. Alright, this is the CH-47. Let's see. Oops. Does the main ramp? Yep, the main ramp opens. Then you can drive a jeep in there or something. In this aircraft, it basically auto hovers. Well, we're kind of tracking forward. I guess you can correct that with trim. And we're increasing in altitude because my joystick thing, once it goes past a certain point, it slowly increases over time. Oh, tail boom. Interior. Nose. Trail. Right wing, left wing. Trail is nice. See, I doubt I'll keep this the Chinook. Don't think I have a reason for it. And if I go into FSX with it, if I go into multiplayer, unless someone has this particular aircraft, they would not see it. It would be subbed out as something else. Lovely flying. I'm bored. Let's go to something else. Oh, let me make a note of what aircraft to remove. So for sure this I might keep the 412. Where's the 412? This is the 412. I might keep it. Alright, and the Harrier was one of the aircraft that I got from my OneDrive, but kinda sucks. Actually, no, it doesn't. It doesn't suck. Oh, that sucks. That's the HUD, can't see a difference. Otherwise, this is a very high quality Harrier. It even has a Shift F10 checklist and references, which if you guys were watching my FSXTout's blank show, surprisingly I did not review this particular Harrier in my Tandem gear show. This has checklists and references, and it would have scored a bit high. Let's see, vertical takeoff. Nope. VSTO system. Alright, so full flaps. Alright, our nozzles are pointing directly down. Let's get rid of that alt menu. See, it doesn't vertically take off as vertically as I want it to be. See, let's open up the speed brakes. Okay, yep, let's not do that. See, it takes off. Well, that's a really nice view. Left glove, and gear, nose, tail, other side. Easy dock. Also, remember my channel trailer? This was the Harrier I used in that. That's why you see the easy dock thing. That was back in the day. Let's close up that speed brake, bring up the gear, close up the flaps, and vector our nozzles. So we whiffed into forward flight, that's what it's called. We whiffed into forward flight and we're climbing, so that's pretty mental. Wait, why can't I see the ground? So open up speed brakes, drop the gear. So in the Discord server I was in, I was telling the people there that you don't need more than 10 frames per second for flight sim. Well, not 10. Let's go 20. Don't need more than 20 frames per second. You remember that first video that I uploaded, right? Normally that video would have been between that gameplay, the gameplay on that particular computer would have been between 7 and 13 frames per second. But since I was recording with Fraps at the time, Fraps is a bit heavy, and Fraps when I recorded it with Fraps, I got 4 frames per second. So yeah, and I was enjoying flight sim at 17 to 13 frames per second. 20 frames per second was a godsend, and to be honest, after 20 frames per second was kind of pointless for me. It's nice, but you don't need that much. 20 frames per second is like the minimum to enjoy flight sim, at least for me. I'm a dedicated peanut. I'm very dedicated to flight sim. Heck, I even named my channel after flight sim when I created it 10 years ago to this day. FSXTout. Apparently tout is not a very popular word, so when people try to pronounce my name they say toot or trout, because you can't, that word FSXTout can't possibly mean tout. Probably call me FSXTout. There's no R in tout. Oh, there's dust on my monitor. This is my de Havilland Turbo Beaver. The default Beaver was the first plane that I learned how to start up and fly with manually. So I go into the cockpit and I turn panels and turn buttons. So I was like, you know what? Let's get a turboprop version of it. This turboprop version has floats. And let's hit reverse thrust. Oh, reverse thrust isn't working. I mean, I don't hear it working. And that kind of sucks. We're just gonna do a regular flight sim takeoff. Bring the gear up. Then we're going to land in the water. Oh, look at those specular highlights. Oh, go away. Look at the specular highlights in the wings. I mean, I think this is pretty cool, so imagine what I'll think when Flight Sim 2020, when I actually get my hands on Flight Sim 2020. These specular highlights right here, slight shine, very beautiful. Oops, let's bring up our flaps. And we're taking a very long to get where we need to go.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Then just slew over to the water.
Don't sink.
Alright, let's bring the throttle back.
Too low. Too low.
Ah, cool, I could activate my reverse thrust in the air. Alright, I'm bringing down some... I need to zoom in a bit. I can't... Whoops, we can't zoom in. That sucks. Flare, flare, flare. Alright, we have landed. So I was watching a YouTuber called Flight Chops, and he is doing he's uploading some videos on float plane training he's doing. So I guess in my own time I'll try to replicate some of that in Flight Sim. You know, and Flight Sim also has a learning center where you can read up on different maneuvers. So his plow taxi and step taxis, I have read about that. Whoops, we have taken off. That's not what we wanted to do. I've read about that in the Flight Simulator 10 Learning Center. So I guess I can practice that on my own time. See, we are on step now. Our water rudder is up. Alright, now we're plowing. Step. It's kind of hard to tell, man. Yeah, now we're on step. And we're doing a step turn. Let's see how that looks. Weird. Cool. And if you slow down, you'll go back to plow. Yeah, now we're in plow. I can't wait to see Flight Sim's water physics. Flight Sim has the Flight Sim 2020 will have the Icon A5, and I'm very interested to see how the water reacts to it. I also made a video called my FS 2020 wish list, which features all of the has all of the features that I want to see in the upcoming Flight Sim. So definitely check that out and see if you agree with me on any of them. Alright, the Eurocopter. Oh wait, shucks, you're in water. I've made a mistake. Oh, Eurocopter don't care. Cool. This was the aircraft I used in my channel trailer. I was practicing using EasyDock. was practicing using EasyDock for some cinematic shots, and you know, after using EasyDock, I was like, nope. So I got rid of it afterwards. I hope Flight Sim 2020 comes with some filmmaking tools in it. Kind of like Cheese Plane. Oh, this airport is kind of far away. Let's just, through the magic of slow, we have arrived at the airport. Oh, there's a helipad right there. Let's see if we can land on it. Whoops, we are too fast. Let's bring our nose up, throttle down. Alright, level off that nose. Crap, we can't zoom out anymore. Let's oh, that's cool. Each individual blade has its own shadow. Ah, I'll definitely be keeping this aircraft too. I'm going to see if I can spot land on the H, on the crossbar. I could definitely hover taxi with this aircraft. This helicopter is... Oh, okay. Ta-da! We landed. That was fun. Next. Whoops. Not end flight. I wanted to go to aircraft. Alright, so I'll keep that. What's the next aircraft on their list? Halo Pelican. Yes. Now let's get outrageous. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back it up some. Oh, I guess they put some invisible wheels for the Pelican. And there is Master Chief in the back there. Ta-da! This aircraft also has VTOL. I don't think I'm going to keep this. This Pelican looks very strange. Let's... Woo, sorry about my indigestion, guys. I've just eaten. So I dumped full flaps. We don't have a virtual cockpit. If I was doing a review... If I was doing a review of this aircraft, I would give it a not good score. Let's see, shift 1. Ooh, this is the cockpit we have. Alright, let's see if we can VTOL. Okay, close enough, I suppose. And this aircraft is also as ridiculous as the Enterprise. So I just closed off my flaps. Whoops. There we are. Impressive thrust to weight ratio. 600, 700. Okay, so I guess it's not that ridiculous. Oh, that MD ESA is coming in to land at Honolulu. Okay, so it speeds up to about Mach 1. Casually pulling 8 Gs in the Pelican. Whoops. Yeah, we're too low. Oh yes, look at the rudder control. Look at that rudder control. Oh, I guess no one asked. Well, that's because no one is watching, but this joystick is the Satec Aviator 01. I made a video of it in my, check out my Pride and Joy playlist on YouTube. Alright, let's chase down that MD80. Yeah, I made a video on it about a potential 2019 re-release of this joystick. Because, you know, it's nice. It's more than 10 years old. But I've had issues with it in the past. I've had issues with the... Oh, I've had issues with the, what you call it, with the stick not being centered. Stick not being centered when I let go. So sometimes when I let go, the aircraft would constantly be turning to the left. Hahaha, there's the MD80. Alright, let's land and switch us to another aircraft. I'm gonna remove this aircraft. The textures were not as good as I remembered them. Alright, let's hit that. Let's continue. Our camera is still going, which is pretty cool. Let's go over to, yep, we're still streaming on Mixer. Well, we have restarted streaming on Mixer. It seemed like my internet dropped or something, which was not fun. Alright, we're going to land with invisible landing gear. Alright, let's switch aircraft. Alright, so I'm going to put the thing, Pelican, nope. Put the next on the Pelican. Icon A5. This was also in the OneDrive folder, but I'm not going to deal with that. Let's go with the Kamov key E50. Alright, here we are in no virtual cockpits of the Kamov KA50. Do we have a texture? This texture is kind of blackish olive greenish. It's like a really dark olive green. Yeah, that's cool. Wait, this thing doesn't have a virtual cockpit? I'm pretty sure it had a virtual cockpit. I'll say shift 1. Oh, well, this is not really a virtual cockpit, is it? Alright, I'm just whacking the joystick around. This isn't flying, this isn't like a demonstration of my flying skills or whatever. Alright, next. Definitely getting rid of the KA50. Alright, Lockheed Martin. This was not in the file, and I was doing videos with this. MI8. Lovely. This sounds exactly like a 412. Not a 412. The Jet Ranger, the 206, I believe it is. Actually, the cockpit looks the same too. This really looks like a Jet Ranger cockpit. But this is a Russian helicopter. Let's see what door opens Is it the rear door? Nope. See, does the rear door open? Rear door does not open. Yeah, these aircraft are like super duper easy. They're not super realistic. I'm sure you would have to input a little bit more rudder control or something to keep these aircraft in the nose to hold a particular heading. Yeah. Cool. I'm bored already. Let's go fly something else. Alright, XB70. This was in my supersonic Canard video. Sikorsky. Wait, why do I have so many helicopters in that OneDrive folder? That's weird. Let's go with UH-60 standard. Yup. Yup. Okay, this isn't bad. Let's see the gear hydraulics. Yep. Main gear and the tail gear. Whoo. Whoo, that was snappy. This helicopter flies like a very small vehicle.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Alright, yeah, I could see myself having fun with this helicopter in the future. Ah, I'm in trouble. Oh. Yeah. Alright, I'll definitely be keeping that. There was an aircraft that I put in. Aircraft I put in asterisks. That I put in that I'm not seeing. Unless I passed it. Oh, here it is. Caspian Sea Monster. Or the Ekranoplan. Yep. This is basically a 747 cockpit. These panels don't pop out. Oh, this is flyby. Actually, let's go to top down and go into the Wata. Surprisingly, the Caspian Sea Monster does not come with water rudders.
Too low. Flaps.
That's funny. Let's fly. We're going to go around the island. We're going to come out on this part of the island. I'm not sure what it's called. Oh, there's a Cessna out here, Grand Caravan. Alright, so fly forward a lot and then turn left. This is the same Caspian Sea Monster that I used in my video Ecranoplan Interdiction. Alright, this Caspian Sea Monster, it's a ground defect vehicle. So it's kind of a plane, kind of not a plane. It only works within the its maximum altitude is the width of its wingspan. So its wingspan, if you put its wingspan vertically, that is how high it can fly, and it's very efficient within that height. But the reason why the Caspian Sea Monster is not, well, ground defect vehicles are not too popular is because they fly low and they can't operate well in rough seas. So only if the sea is calm, then they can operate. Not only that, but the reason why aircraft fly as high as they do is to avoid bad weather. The higher you go, the less dense the air is, and the less turbulence you would experience in flight. Alright, and we're airborne. Once we are airborne, we accelerate a lot faster because we don't have the friction, we don't have to overcome the friction of the water.
Don't sink.
Alright, so let's set our... Actually, this looks like a reskin of the 747 cockpit, because this is nice and grey. The 747 cockpit is blue, kinda. So let's set our speed. Actually, let's set our speed. Not our speed, sorry. Our altitude. Okay, the best I can do is 100. So autopilot on, altitude hold on. Yeah, to be honest, this is kind of cruel because we can't ever achieve that altitude.
Don't sink.
Oh, we're supposed to fly at this nose-up altitude.
Don't sink.
Or maybe not.
Don't sink.
300 knots. Let's bank away from that that piece of land. Oh, and also the ground effect vehicles, they have like huge turn radii. Actually, I think we can probably, if the land is low enough, we can probably just cut across it.
Don't sink.
Terrain.
Don't sink.
No, we can't cut across it. These
Don't
yellow, that means they're
Don't sink.
higher mountains there, and I can see a mountain there. And we're flying towards it. Let's not do that.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Let's check our GPS. Yeah, we can cross over that little strip of land right here.
Don't sink.
And also the thing about ground effect vehicles, that if you can go over land, if your thing is most likely if it's more a seaplane that takes off from water and flies in ground effect, you can cross over land, providing you don't touch the land. 300 knots is like our maximum speed. This kinda sucks. But don't worry, as the ground, if the ground gradually increases in elevation, our altitude will gradually increase too. See, we are now at 200 feet. That's only because we are 200 feet above the ground. See, the ground has receded underneath us, and we are. Oof. Yeah, we would have broken a wing if we were a real Caspian Sea monster doing that. Level off, yep. We just bounced inside that air cushion. Just turning. Let's level off again. Bounce. Alright, so let me go back into the cockpit.
Don't sink.
Alright, we're maintaining our 50 feet again. So we have to do a very sharp turn. Yeah, how about we don't do a turn that sharp? See, once we hit the water, we decrease its speed because of the drag. We were going roughly 300 knots, and now we were going 190. Let's open up our GPS again. Yeah. Oh, that looks nice.
Don't sink.
Yeah, we're going to stop at this airport here.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Yep. Stay here. Let's turn a bit to the right. To be honest, this craft seems kind of goofy flying at a nose-up attitude. I guess so. When it eventually touches down, it touches down somewhere in the middle here. Imagine seeing something like that just fly past you. When you're looking out your window, you're like, what the heck is that?
Don't sink.
Alright, wow, we
Don't
have
sink.
made it kind of towards the
Don't
airport.
sink.
We're going to cross over that strip of land. Yep,
Don't sink.
let's go back to flyby. We can start accelerating now, I believe. Yep. So I'm at flight idle now. and I'm just adding what you call it? I'm just adding flaps. So I'm messing with flaps. You gain more altitude, which is cool. Alright, let's turn. Oh, we have rudder control. I neglected to use the rudder. Cool. Alright, so we're keeping the chronoplan. Alright, so I'm guessing that's it. That's all of the aircraft I really wanted to show off with you guys. I'm so happy our camera's not freezing anymore. Let's go to this and have, where's flight sim? Ooh, I think we lost flight sim. Where is it? That's weird. Oh, here it is. Let's go to missions. Let's do a mission where we see. I want to do this mission, this particular mission. Oh, yes. So in my last stream on Mixer, I was humiliated with Loopy Larry. I lost, I failed miserably. So let's try again to get Loopy Larry going. Let's get that mission going. I'm going to open up Mixer on my phone to ensure that, you know, my internet does not go out again suddenly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a special treat for you. Loopy Larry. Okay, Larry, I'm rolling. Go ahead and take off. I'll be in position by the time you come back around. There's the bus now. Larry, you better hurry up and take off. That bus could probably go faster than your airplane.
That bus could probably go faster than your aeroplane. Alright, yes. But you are right. Taking off would be a good idea.
Okay, Larry, I'm all lined up on runway 18. Let me know when you're ready for me to roll.
Oh, let me continue. Let me pay attention. Okay, I'm going to extend my downwind because I have learned my lesson. Yes, we're still live on Mixer, which is cool. Cool. Alright, let me turn on the volume. And go to full screen. Oh, that's a cool texture for that aircraft. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Oh, the buses to our right. Let's change this view. Yep. Let's bring up our speed. Hit it.
I'm holding steady at 50 miles per hour. Ready when you are.
Alright, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Micro adjustments with my rudder.
That's you up there? Sounds like you're aboard.
Ha! First take, first try. Good grief. Look at that. I am... Ooh, I probably was peeking on my microphone there, but good grief. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, after being humiliated so much in my previous live stream, I did it. First take, first try. And we have one viewer on Mixer, which is me, on my phone. Uh-oh, I see that circle spinning. Are we still online? No? Yes, yes we are. Well, let's do the Caribbean landing. We're gonna land in Samata, St. Martin, Princess Juliana International Airport. Well, we are not streaming to YouTube, that's why you're seeing the 0 there. But hopefully, I hope to be streaming to YouTube and Mixer. I suppose when FS 2020 comes out, Mixer will probably be more popular. Maybe Flight Sim might have an exclusive something. Microsoft might have an exclusive deal for flying with Mixer. Streaming with Mixer.
Just thrust to maintain 180 knots. You have the airplane. Continue flying heading 120 and maintain 7,000 feet. I'll handle the rate.
Alright, let's let it in autopilot. So she said 180. 180, well that's close enough. Maintain 7,000. Okay, we are at 7,000.
You fly the approach. The airport's about 25 miles ahead of us. The approach controller will probably vector us out to the south, then give us a left turn to line up with the runway.
Oops, let's close that. And altitude hold.
Will treble 268, contact Juliana approach on 1.
She did say flaps 8, right?
Going to 128.905.
Yeah, that's
World
2
travel
notches of
268.
flaps.
See you next time. Juliana approach, world travel 268, with you, 7,000.
World travel 268, Juliana approach. Expect vectors for the visual runway 9er. Altimeter 29902.
Alright, we can get rid of that shift panel, and
World
there
travel
we go.
268, turn right, heading 130, descend and maintain 3000. Vectors for the visual.
Right to 130 and down to 3, world travel 268. Okay, turn right to 130 degrees and descend to 3.
130. And down to 3,000.
Feet. Don't exceed 250 knots.
Nope, well you said hold 180. Let's bump that up to 180.
World travel 268, reduce speed to 180 knots.
Slowing to 180, world travel 268. Okay, slow to 180 knots.
I will when I eventually level off. I'm at 198, 96. I'm pretty sure for this mission you had the yellow paint scheme the yellow texture for the aircraft. I guess it's kind of difficult to stream and watch a stream on my Wi-Fi because we are buffering. Let's switch to data. No, that's dangerous, but let's do it. That's, imagine seeing a view like that, like you're flying your airplane and you're looking at that view out the cockpit. That would be weird, man. She did say 130, right? Yeah, turn right, 130. Alright, 1,000 to go. Let's open up our GPS. Oh, okay. And then we're gonna turn back. See, if you follow this magenta line all the way in, you'll be in trouble. So when you're doing GPS hold, you need to do
report the runway in sight.
Level off at 3,000 feet. Left to 100, world travel 268. Alright, make a left turn to a heading of 100.
Yeah, so basically if you follow this magenta line all the way, you'll be in trouble. If you in your GPS mode. Nice. Okay, we're coming in at a bit of an angle. But hey, what else is new? Oh, that was not supposed to happen. Better. Let's take a peek at Mixer to see if we still are streaming. Yes, we are still streaming. Very nice. Oops, let's open this up big.
World travel 268 has the runway in sight.
World travel 268, cleared visual approach, runway 9er.
Cleared for the visual, world travel 268.
World travel 268, contact Juliana Tower now on 118.7.
Going to tower, thanks. Juliana Tower, world travel 268, with you on the visual.
World travel 268, Juliana Tower, wind 121 at 12, runway 9 clear to land. Traffic at the Grumman Goose on final landing Simpson Bay south of the runway.
Clear to land, and we have the traffic. World travel 268. All right, we're cleared for the visual approach. Reduce thrust to idle and begin descending towards the runway. Lower the landing gear and lower full flaps as we slow down.
All right.
Adjust thrust to maintain 130 knots as our final approach speed.
All right, so gear is moving. Slowly extending more flaps. So we're coming a bit to the left of the runway. It appears as if we will kind of come in at an angle from the left, going up to the right. So what I did, I turned to the right, and hopefully I can turn back to the left. So let's do that now. I'm turning to the right. Oh, did she say full flaps? Let's put down another notch of flaps.
Before landing checklist, landing gear, down.
3 down and
Flaps
locked.
set to 45 degrees.
45
Before landing
degrees.
checklist, complete.
Alright, we have our full flaps set.
Flight attendants, please be seated for landing.
Alright, we have turned back. And I think we're flying parallel to the runway. We might be towards the right of the runway, but we are on heading, so that is good. We're at 124 knots. We are a bit slow. Yep, we are to the right of the runway, parallel to it. One of these days I will learn how to turn on heading on the exact line of the runway. But I guess that day is not today. Alright, we are a bit high on the glide slope, as indicated by the poppy lights. Oh, my voice is busted. Okay, we are on glide slope. Let's increase throttle. I'm going to bring the nose up so we are pre-flaring. I will do as the... I am coming in. Okay, we are doing good so far. Now I'm correcting to the right. Oh, we're a bit high on our glide slope now. I'm correcting to the right so that we line up. We are too high. Just gonna push down on the nose a bit. Wow. Oh, the birds. Alright, I have reduced the flight idle. Let's flare. Flare and hold. Butter landing. Speed brake armed. Beautiful. Speed brake.
Position and hold.
Reverse thrust. 80 knots. Wheel brakes.
We'll travel
60 knots.
taxiing and use one of the 2 turning bays on the right to turn around, then make your way to the terminal via the runway and taxiway Delta. We'll travel 268, welcome to St. Martin, turn left next taxiway.
Wait, you did say use one of the turning bays on the right, correct? Okay, I'm just gonna do a U-turn on the runway. Alright, let's slow down. When the world gets back to normal, I will save up for a poor man's track IR, which is using an Xbox 360 camera and some tracking, something that I can put on a cap and wear it. Because even though chase plane is nice, it's not. You know, there's only so much my thumb can do. I got a particular custom view. Could I turn here? Nope. That's taxiway F. Let's bring my flaps back up. Since we're practically doing the walk of shame, let's at least do the walk of shame on the center line. Alright, that is taxiway Echo. The next taxiway is ours, which is taxiway Delta. Alright, here comes Delta. Nice, we're still on the yellow line.
Cleared for takeoff. Orbit 326 heavy.
Alright, let's peep. Oops. Wait, why can't I see you? Where did you go? Air traffic, CRJ. No. Dang it. Oh no. Mixer, it's frozen. What happened? Are we still streaming? I don't know. Let's go back to that screen. I'm going to refresh this page. Oh no, not good. So I was on Facebook Live for a little bit. You are live. Wait, so this live stream is like cutting off and coming back on. Pretty interesting. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Let's go back to here. And let's go, where's Flight Sim? Let's bring Flight Sim up. Streamlabs in the background. Yeah. Next video is oh, this one, Tokyo Executive Transport. This is a 40 minutes. Jeez, yeah, this is a 40-minute mission. Not sure I want to do this 40-minute mission, but if we do, that'll be our last mission for the day. Is there any other fun one that is not that long? 40 minutes. Jeez, that's 20. 40 minutes, 60 minutes. Jet truck drag race. That one's 45 minutes. 40 minutes, yeah, let's do that. That mission is kinda cool. Alright, so I saw that it really was streaming on Facebook, and that low-key's kinda stressing me out. Like, was I streaming from my personal channel, or was I streaming from the FSXTout channel? FSXTout page. So, yeah. We'll see about that. I got two people liked the video. Two people liked the stream on Facebook, but I wasn't sure if that was from my personal channel or not. I had to pay restream to stream on Facebook, my straight Facebook page, and I didn't want to do that, so we'll see how that goes.
This one, and I'll handle the radio communications.
315 base.
315, go ahead.
I have a pickup in Shiodome for you.
Did you hear that? It's like those guys have the same voice.
Building you went to last week. Shuttle to Narita International.
Narita doesn't authorize helicopter ops.
The customer must know someone pretty important because they got a waiver for you. It's all cleared. I checked. Narita Tower is expecting you.
Roger, 315.
I'll tell them you're on your way. No delay, please. They're in a hurry. Base house.
All set? Right, let's go. Tokyo Tower, Jet Ranger 315, northwest ramp, request departure to the north.
Jet Ranger 315, Tokyo Tower, between 349 and 06. North departure approved.
North
Ooh,
departure approved.
that
Jet
view
Ranger
is looking a bit
315.
laggy.
Okay, take off and head due north. We can stay as low as you want on this short flight.
Alright, what I'll do, I'll take off and I'll start climbing to the building. We are going to be landing on top of a building, and I at least want to be higher than that building. Alright, left rudder to counteract the torque. Nose up. Alright, let's push the nose forward. Gain some ear speed. Alright, I'm just yawing to the left. 40 knots, 50 knots. Yay! I'm flying! Yep, we're in Japan, so you see the people, they're driving on the left hand side of the road. Pretty cool. Alright, we have some 9 knot winds coming in at heading 186. So that wind is coming from behind us. Behind us to our left. So that's like 6 o'clock ish. Oh, right, we did say we wanted to be higher than that building. But we have time. We're in a helicopter. Do you have time to climb? Alright, we are at the exact altitude of the building at that pickup spot. But we're still climbing. Holding a constant 102 knots, 101 knots. You know, these missions, they really force you to take your time when you're flying. Cause in like single player or even multiplayer, sorry, free flight or multiplayer, you know, you just tilt the nose down and just go get up to full speed and try to level off. Continue your flight. Oh, we have decreased in altitude. So let's climb. Alright, we are now 100 feet higher than that building. Oh, now that I'm getting close, I'm kind of messing up. Alright, we're in 0.7 nautical miles. So let's slow down. We are bringing the nose up, holding our heading. And we're also going to decrease the throttle, the collective pitch.
There they are. We're right on schedule.
Alright. 4 to 6 knots. Alright, and then let's land into the wind. So we're going to turn to 087. Whoops. Let's bring the nose back up so we don't gain altitude. Oh, there it is. Alright, 60 knots, 50 knots. We have all the time in the world, so let's take our time. See, increase throttle. Oops, I accidentally hit the trim switch. Let's increase throttle. We are at 0 knots airspeed because we have a 9 knot headwind and we were going 9 knots. So sorry, 9 knots, 0 knot ground speed. Alright. Alright, now easy. Easy like Sunday morning.
Keep the engine running. I'll help our passengers
Nice!
on board.
Yeah! Look at them weird looking people. 2006 graphics.
Good. This is a short flight. We should be landing at Narita in about 20 minutes. Okay, everyone's on board. Let's head for Narita. A heading of 080 should take us right there.
Alright, let's hold left rudder. Alright, let's get some air over the tail rotor. Let's constantly go gadget. I have to fly this 30 miles by myself. This is going to be a long flight, so let's fly as if we're flying in multiplayer. Alright, we're going up on 120 knots. Alright, I just need to balance it now.
Oh yes, right. We're taking our passengers to a Challenger jet that's parked on the cargo ramp. Probably close to the spot where we keep our company Learjet.
Lovely. So we have balanced out with our airspeed and our altitude. So now we're not... Okay, well, we should not be descending as much. Maybe just back off on the pitch. Yeah, look at our climb rate. So basically, if I'm descending too much, just back off on the nose down altitude. Alright, let's climb to about 400 feet. I don't like the looks of these buildings. 300, 325. Can I increase the simulation rate? Yes, I can. So let's go back into the cockpit so I can fly at 2 times speed. Let's try 4 times speed. This is nice. $120 knots. We're at our target speed. Now we just need to manage our altitude. Well, this is one way to combat boredom. But I guess I could have done the full flight because one, this is a live stream. Not like if I have to edit a long video. And two, the few videos I've seen of people actually streaming flight sim, they do long flights. I've seen a guy on Mixer actually doing a world tour, and he flying from somewhere to Mumbai, which was very far, and he was doing the flight at night too, so yeah, there wasn't much to see. Maybe I should have joined Twitch instead of Mixer. There are more flight sim streamers on Twitch. At least so I've heard. I've seen of this guy called Chewy.
We're getting clipped. Narita Tower, Jet Ranger 3.
Jet Ranger 315, Narita Tower.
Cross the north end of 16. Continue heading toward the airport and maintain 1,000 feet. Narita Tower, Global Freightway. Position and hold, Global Freightway 619 heavy. See those tall red and white light poles? That's the car.
Global Freightway 619 heavy, weight 177 at 08.
Ground clear for takeoff, Jet Ranger in sight, Global Freightway 619.
Jet Ranger 315.
Alright, let's go back to normal speed now.
747-400.
Alright, we have to
Flight, Jet Ranger 315.
descend.
Cross the runway at 1,000 feet, then descend to the ramp. There's our Learjet parked just on the other side of the light poles. And it looks like the Challenger is right next to it. You can set it down right between the two planes.
Beautiful, look at that 7-4. Alright, so we're gonna... Alright, we are below 1,000 and we have crossed the runway. So what I'm gonna do, I'll do a series of S-turns to bleed off altitude. Oops, I bled off my speed instead. Yeah, I did not mean to do that. Alright, let's level off and turn around. We are going to 0 knots, so that means we're going backwards. Alright, there's 2 aircraft. We're landing with a crosswind. What's it? 8 knot crosswind, so shouldn't be too terrible. Those up, up. More power. Level off. Helicopter almost never wants to turn to the heading that I want it to turn at. Alright, yeah, that's good
I'll
enough.
be right back after I help our passengers get out.
Ooh, my aching hands. That's what happens when you fly.
I have something important to tell you. I'm not just a pilot. I work for the British government, and for the past year I've been undercover here in Japan. Everything is falling into place today. I don't know where they're headed in that Challenger jet, but I've got to find out, and I need your help. I can explain more once we're in the air. For now, you've just got to trust me. Want to come along to the flying?
Yes!
Excellent. Let's get to it.
I love missions like that.
All right, then. Our mission is a simple one. Let's follow that Challenger jet and see where they go, but we've got to be careful. We don't want them to detect us, and we don't want the authorities to become suspicious either. You do all the flying, and I'll handle radio communications. I'll get our taxi clearance.
I love missions when you switch aircraft.
Cargo ramp. Ready to taxi, VFR.
Clear 68 X-ray, Narita ground. Taxi to runway 16 right via taxiway Alpha. Follow the Challenger jet ahead.
16 right via Alpha, via 68 X-ray. Okay, we're cleared to taxi. Just follow them to 16 right.
I told you guys how much I hate taxiing? Whoa. Okay, so from this angle, this texture looks very rough and pixelated, even back here. But when you're at this angle, ta-da, it fixes itself. These are just some things that I will not miss when we upgrade eventually to FS 2020. Look at that. Yuck!
Challenger 3 Bravo Tango, cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading. Climb and maintain 3000.
Challenger 3 Bravo Tango.
Narita Tower, Lear 68 X-ray, ready to go. 16 right.
Lear 68 X-ray, hold short 16 right.
Holding short 16 right, Lear 68 X-ray.
Lear 68 X-ray, position and hold.
Position and hold, Lear 68 X-ray. There they go. Taxi into position.
See, some of these voice actors, they sung proper for their role, and the others not so much. Like this Japanese voice actor does not sing Japanese. He might be Japanese, but you know, he don't sing Japanese. For the Japanese tower, the voice actor for the Japanese tower. Oi. Alright, I guess after we do this mission, I'm going to go and take a lie down.
Fly runway heading. Climb and maintain 3000.
Lear 68 X-ray rolling. All set? Follow that plane. Fly runway heading and climb to 3,000 feet.
Challenger 3 Bravo Tango, contact departure.
Challenger 3 Bravo Tango, switching.
8 knots. Alright, V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Let's bring back the throttle. Flaps up. We're following that plane. Of course, it does not help that the plane does not have a marker or something for us to follow. I just have to look at that altitude. And of course, Flight Sim has a very poor draw distance.
68 X-ray, contact departure.
Open to departure now, Lear 68 X-ray. Narita departure, Lear 68 X-ray, with you climbing to 3,000.
Lear 68 X-ray, altitude restriction removed. Zoom on navigation.
Lear 68 X-ray. Okay, we're VFR with no restrictions now, so just follow the Challenger. Let's keep our distance for now, and be sure to stay behind it so they don't see us.
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't see the Challenger anyway. Ooh, we are fast.
I've been keeping an eye on a company that's a front for a private intelligence agency. They provide espionage services to numerous international criminals. The small gentleman is the CEO. The rather large gentleman is the bodyguard. And the woman is the wife of a high-ranking ex-general from Russia who's on Interpol's most wanted list. I'm not sure what they're up to, but I've got to find out.
Alright, can we spot them? They were in a CRG. a blue CRG, so let's see if we can spot them. Let's open up a different view, so just in case we do spot them. Nope. 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 Okay. Just a thought. Oh, they're below us. We're at 4,000 feet now. Ah, come on. I reduced my throttle. Did I? Yep, I did. .5 miles.
Challenger 3 Bravo Tango. Squawk VFR. Frequency change agreed.
Challenger 3 Bravo Tango.
1.2 nautical miles. I still don't see them. I should probably reduce my altitude. Oh, there they are. They are right here where my mouse is.
Clear 68 X-ray. Squawk VFR. Frequency change agreed.
Lear 68 X-ray, cheers.
Alright, we're 0.9 nautical miles behind them now. I'm going to reduce the flight idle. Oh, let me open my air brakes. We're now 300 knots. They're going at probably 270. Or actually, they should probably be going below 250 because we are underneath 10,000 feet. Okay, we're still gaining on them, so they're most likely going below. They're absolutely.
Drop back a little. We can't let them spot us.
They're absolutely going below 250 knots. Alright, I just hit my autopilot. Alright, I'm going to manually control the speed. Heading, what's our current heading? 9. Alright, we're just going to cross behind them. Then I'm going to turn back to heading, I don't know, 9 I guess. Let's drop in altitude. Oh, I did not have my altitude thing set. Okay, so 290 is too fast. Whoa, 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 whoa. 270 is too fast. Let's try 250 on for size. Come on, show me what your speed is. 58. Okay, let's pause and bring this speed up. $250. Brilliant. Do we have to hit auto throttle? Nope, just a speed hold. Okay, I can do that. Alright, there is the CRJ. Oh, the CRJ is turning right. Lovely. Alright, I'm very worried that we were streaming to my personal Facebook. That's a... I'm hoping that is not the case. No. It seems like we were. Okay, so I see 250 is too slow. Let's go up to 260. Because our distance to target was increasing. Alright, this heading looks good. Heading 22. So let's turn left. See 2227. Sorry, 17. Turn left 17, then turn back left. 22. Alright, let's turn back to 22 now. Let's increase speed. 270. Sorry, we're at 280 now. Turn up to 25. Turn back to 22. Oh dear God. Oh, we're still streaming to Facebook. But we're streaming on my personal channel, which is not good. Okay, I'll have to fix that. Oh, we're streaming with Restream. Alright, 280 is too fast. We're closing. So let's reduce back to 250. Tap the speed brakes a little bit. Okay, yeah, Not good. We're streaming to Facebook. Ah, we're still streaming live. So hello Facebook. If there are people actually watching, hello. I got some comments, so let's read that. Oh, yeah, we're very close. Oh, Chris Clark. What's up, dude? Ah, some friends from university, when I was attending university, commented on my stuff. That's very nice. We are too close. We are too close. We are too close. We are too close. Alright, let's just deactivate auto throttle. 230 knots. Yes. Reactivate auto throttle. And we are off to the right. So let's turn left with the autopilot. 225. Alright, let's go back. Oops, let's go back to heading 22. Oh, there's actually someone watching me live. Can I see who's watching me live on Facebook? Oh, let's turn, because you're turning too. Okay, no one is watching me live on Facebook. That is good. Yee. What speed is this set to? So if anyone is watching on Mixer or on dreaded Facebook, I am flying. I'm doing the mission in autopilot, so I don't have to hand fly it for however long we have to fly for. $230. Alright, you know what? Let's get rid of the speed hold. Our air brakes are not out. Our flaps are retracted. Let's just go full tilt. Alright, so maybe 152 knots is a bit fast. It's slow, sorry. Because we have gained another 0.1 nautical miles. Yeah. Why am I streaming to Facebook? So that was a fail. Oh, there's one person watching me on Mixer. That's cool. Unless that one person is me on my desktop. Why aren't we increasing speed? We're at... Oh, my throttle is not doing anything. What is that? Alright, there's your Challenger. My throttle is not working. Alright, since we seem to be holding the proper speed behind the Challenger, should be good. And let's try... Nope, sorry, that was flaps. Yeah, my throttle is stuck. Weird. 32%. Let's deactivate autopilot and reactivate it. Alright, altitude, heading. Seems like I can't do anything with my speed. Oh, there we go. Then I deactivate speed hold. Let's look at my throttle. Yes! I have control again. Alright, let's close this distance. 30 is our heading. Alright, close my throttle. Turn back to heading 30. Interesting. Alright, so my camera has not frozen, which is pretty good. So for the people on Mixer and maybe those on YouTube who have been checking out the live streams when I was live streaming previous streams, my camera, which is a DSLR, I've connected it to my computer using the USB cable. I'm not using Elgato HD 360 or any Elgato capture card. I'm just using the USB to the camera into the computer, and I'm using EOS webcam utility, but it was a beta version. Now I thought because of its beta status it was kind of crappy, like every 10 minutes it would freeze, and so like when I was streaming to YouTube and Mixer it would freeze. When I was on a Zoom call for my class it froze, but then I unplugged it from my USB hub and I plugged it directly into my computer's motherboard, and it hasn't frozen yet. We've been streaming for about, see, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 2.5 hours. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours and it has not frozen. We are overspeeding. Oh, too close, 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 too close. Okay, yes, that was fun. Do we have our altitude hold? Yes, we do. Our altitude hold is set 100 feet below this aircraft's current altitude, so let's increase that. Oof, we definitely don't want to climb into that guy. He's turning, let's disengage autopilot and turn with him. Where are you? Crap, I can't see him. There you are. Oh, we're going 109 knots. Let's increase throttle before we stall. We don't want to stall. We definitely don't want to stall. Let's decrease throttle so we don't crash into him. And this Learjet is very difficult to hand fly. Like below 150 knots, this Learjet flies pretty well, but above it is like very pitchy, very pitch sensitive. Alright, this is about 5 degrees. Heading of 5 degrees, so let's reactivate our autopilot. Nope, sorry. This is autopilot fails me. No, slow down please. Slow down please. Slow down please. Alright, yeah, so I'm definitely gonna hand fly it from now. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Alright, so 260 knots, that's how fast that other aircraft is going. I just need to find the correct heading so I can reactivate my autopilot. It's just peeking out, yep. I don't want to fly directly behind him because of weak turbulence, and I'm not even sure if Flight Sim models weak turbulence. I doubt it, but you know, let's hold some little bit of realism. I am very, very, very mad that we're streaming to my personal Facebook. That is, But anyway, that one person who is watching me on Facebook, hello, welcome. I stream, well, my main channel is on YouTube, FSXTout. Search me on YouTube. I have a page on Facebook too, FSXTout. I have a Twitter, FSXTout. I have an Instagram, FSXTout1. Ha ha ha. So follow me on all that social media. Not on Facebook. Facebook. Ooh, this mission is boring. Pretty soon, this guy is going to start descending and terrain hugging. He's gonna fly like a couple 100 feet off the ground, so that I lose him, but I'm not going to lose him. Alright, it seems as if he's slowing down now. We were going 260 knots, but now we have kind of holding distance at 250. We have a long way to go before we head over the water. Yeah. At some point we're going to turn right and head over the water. This is taking forever. Alright, we're holding level 260 knots. Alright, let's try to set our auto throttle again. Alright, 256 is good. Current heading is 4. Our altitude, negligible. Turn it on, heading hold, speed hold. Let's increase that altitude. Alright, we're hands off. Alright, let's turn left 2 degrees. So instead of us turning, so this is him. Instead of turning like sharp and cut across, we're just going to turn a little bit, so over time we'll start to get closer. Alright, you see he's coming across our screen now. So let's turn back to 4 degrees. Actually, he's still going across, but a bit slower, so let's go to 5 degrees. Oh, he's going across my screen now. Maybe 5 degrees is too much, so 4. Yes, guys, trigonometry. 4 degrees is too much. Wow, 3. Maybe 3 was the magic number all along. Whoa, whoa, why are we lagging? We are lagging. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely cheese plane, so let's disable cheese plane. I can't move. Alright, let's re-enable cheese plane. Okay. Yeah, so seems like 3 is the magic heading. 250 knots, that's a good speed. Because we're holding this 0.2 nautical miles behind him. Alright, for those who are now checking in, we are celebrating my 10-year anniversary on YouTube with my FSXTout channel, which is pretty dope. I'm very happy about that. Hold it. Let's increase altitude by 100 feet. Alright, so we're closer behind him now. Oh, we're closer in altitude. At what point will we start to turn? Now before we turn, he would start to dive down and do a bunch of craziness following the low terrain. Alright, let's slow down in speed. Let's try 250. Are we at, yep, 250 set. We're at 255. I turned left 2 degrees so that he can now be more center. I'm not sure what the parameters are for being spotted, Because he said don't fly too close or else you'll be spotted. I have personally never been spotted. The couple times I did this mission I've never been spotted, but don't want to be spotted now. It seems as if he has subtly changed his heading too. Alright, let's see about Mixer. Ooh, we were on data. Yikes. We were on data, guys. Rip in pieces. Alright, it seems like 250, either 250 is too slow or we are deviating from our heading. So let's turn 159. Oh, yes, I see you turn. Aha. So let's turn behind you. I'm guessing you're going to turn to 220. Alright, let me hand fly this. Oh, yes, we can be spotted from here. We are actually above him now. Alright, there we go. Alright, now he's starting to dive. Now let's get closer, because if we're too far away we can lose a visual of him against the water. Even though his airplane is purple and the water is blue, we can still lose him. So carefully. See, my throttle is closed all the way. That's done. .4 nautical miles behind them. 287 knots. Alright, speed brakes.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Pull up. Think rate. Think rate. Pull up.
Alright, we're going to cross over land again.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
I'm not sinking.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low here.
Oh, this seems fine.
Too low here.
Let's see.
Too low here.
Let's change my altitude again to. Whoops.
Too low here. Too low here.
100,
Too low.
200 feet.
Well, we're out of controlled airspace. Just keep following the Challenger. Give me a minute while I try to reach headquarters.
Too low.
2-9er, this is Tango 3. Tango 3.
Too low.
Validate, please. Lock is Stone 7, Swan 2, Sierra Tango Oscar November, Echo
Too
7,
low.
Sierra Whiskey Alpha November 2.
Too low.
2-9er, key is 264 Alpha 8 Romeo. Tango 3, validation successful. Stand by for encryption.
Too low.
Tango 3, the line is secure. Go ahead. 2-9er, Tango 3 has bumper lock on Rabbit 817/Bravo. 3 targets of interest on board, destination unknown. Tango 3, understood. We'll continue to track the Rabbit via overhead platforms. Disengage. Looks like overcast up ahead, 2-9er. Image intelligence probably won't reveal much. Tango 3, stand by. Tango 3, confirm you can proceed without compromise. 2-9er, affirmative. No risk of compromise. Tango 3, continue tracking Rabbit. Keep us advised. 2-9er out. Will do. Tango 3 out.
No.
Well then, it appears I'm authorized to proceed. Let's keep following them.
Too low. Too low here. Too low here.
Yep, we're gonna fly over the land again.
Too low
Just gonna be a lot worse than flying over the water.
here. Too low here. Too low here. Too low here.
Alright, for some strange reason my phone is not connecting to the Wi-Fi. So let's do a restart.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Oh, okay, so that jet is probably going to 80 knots, sorry, 300 knots. We were going at 288, and he was putting distance between us, so let's go full
Don't
throttle.
sink.
And then at about 0.6. Ooh, okay, maybe not. Yep, this is what I was saying about losing him in the vegetation.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Too low. Terrain.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up. Sink rate.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Yep, yes! Now we're flying over the ocean. This should be a piece of cake after this.
Too low. Terrain. low. Terrain.
Alright, let's
Don't
increase
sink.
speed so that we are closer to
Don't
him.
sink. Don't sink.
Too low. Terrain.
Maybe his new speed is 280, maybe 300
Low.
knots.
Terrain.
Let's change that 300
Too
knots.
low. Terrain. Too low. Here. Too low. Here.
Oops, 312. 987654321.
Here. Too low. Here.
290. Alright, we are 1 nautical mile behind them. Luckily, it's only him and the open ocean. We don't have to contend with trees or anything like that.
Too low. Terrain.
See, there he is. Very hard to pick him up.
Too low. Terrain. 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 Too low.
Oh, there's the Ekranoplan.
Too low.
See, we were flying that earlier in
Don't
our
sink.
session.
Don't sink.
That
Don't sink.
boat down there looks like a Russian chronoplan. I didn't think any still existed. They fly
Don't
just
sink.
above the water and ground effect.
Don't
I
sink.
wonder if this one's going to the same place that Challenger is.
Don't sink.
See, the Ekranoplan flies faster than us.
Too low. Here.
Don't sink.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Basically giving the death grip to my joystick right now. Like, my hands are getting sweaty.
Too low. Terrain.
See,
Don't sink.
I can't let up on my speed, or else he'll get further
Don't
away
sink.
from me. And if
Don't
I
sink.
do let up on my speed,
Don't sink.
and if I don't let up, what am I
Too
saying?
low.
If I let up on my speed, he'll get further away, and if I keep up my speed, I'll overspeed. So it's a delicate balance here. And I have to fly the Learjet that does not like flying fast.
sink.
It's very pitchy, you see? I'm basically pushing the nose down.
Don't sink. Don't
I
sink.
guess I can always trim it out with
Don't
my
sink.
buttons up here, but nah.
Too low. Here. 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 Too low here. Too low here.
0.4 miles. Okay, so maybe we don't have to go as aggressive with our speed. We still have to remain above
Too low. Terrain.
300
Don't
knots
say.
though. Which is not
Low
fun.
here. Too low here. Too low here.
Yep, it seems like about 300 knots is a sweet
Low.
spot.
Too low here. Too low here. Too low here. Too low here. Too low here.
Ah, there it is. Sudden weather change. And then, well, you'll see what happens. By the way, whatever will happen next, you will not see in the default flight sim. Which is cool. It's just a cool little Easter egg that shows up in this particular mission. And I hope, well, I don't know if FS 2020 will include any Easter eggs like this, because FS 2020, the scenery is based off of real life. So
Too low
The-
here.
So data that Microsoft collected for Bing Maps, which no one uses, they're going to use in Flight Sim 2020. But by the way,
Too low.
Microsoft needs to name their products properly.
Too low.
They just call this new flight simulator
Too low.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Too low
I
here.
mean, all of flight sims are Microsoft Flight Simulators.
Too
Like
low.
this is Microsoft Flight Simulator 10 or FSX.
Too low here.
Since the new
Too low.
flight simulator is coming out in 2020, maybe they should name it FSXX.
Too low here.
Maybe not.
Too low.
FS 2020. That's better.
Too low here.
Alright. We need to go above 300 knots. He's putting distance between us. And we're overspeeding. Lovely.
Too low. Terrain.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
0.4 miles, okay.
Too low. Terrain. Too low here. Too low here.
God, we're still streaming to Facebook.
Too low here.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
You know, I'm not really sinking, you know, my rate of descent is not that high. Yes, we are low. We are
Don't
below
sink.
500 feet, but our
Don't sink.
sink rate is
Don't
not that
sink.
high.
Too low here.
Look at that, we're hitting 90 frames per second. Sometimes we would hit 100 briefly. Very nice.
Too low here. Too low here.
Alright, let's see if we're just doing that test to see if we're my cam has frozen or not. Alright, 225.
Too low. Terrain. Too low here. Too low here.
Nope, we're not frozen.
Too low here.
How much longer?
Too low here.
Alright, we have officially been flying for,
Too low.
well, streaming for 3 hours. Our 3-hour stream might not be a consistent 3 hours because, you know, my internet dropped about an hour and a half ago.
Too low here. Too low here.
How much longer?
Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low here. Too low here. Too low here.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Too low here.
Okay, we're in 10.2 nautical miles. Let's hit that speed break.
Too low here. Too
Oh, there it is. Yes.
too low here.
Finally. Do you guys see it?
Too low here. Too low here.
If you open up the GPS,
Too low here.
there's nothing on the GPS. Because it's not really here.
That's odd. Looks like they're headed to that island. Stay with them
Yes, 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 that's exactly what I'm doing. Alright, I am going to close my throttle. I don't suppose I have to tail them too much, because we reach.
Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Okay, it seems like that guy is slowing down a lot because we're going 225 knots. And he is still within 1 nautical mile of us. 0.1 nautical mile.
Too low. Terrain.
Yeah, he's really slowing down. Let's drop 1 notch of flaps. I'm going to drop another notch of flaps, so we should have 8 degrees. Oh, my voice. My voice is going.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Alright, he's turning to the left. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend my downwind because I want to land behind him. And I don't particularly want him to see me. He's turning, still turning. Oh, he's climbing now. So maybe I should climb too. Oh, this looks like more than 8 notches of flaps. 8 degrees of flaps, that's probably 20 degrees of flaps. Alright, now we begin our left turn. Let's go into the cockpit. Reduce our throttle. 1.8, 1.9. Don't worry, we won't lose you.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
Actually, we're climbing. I don't know why you're saying don't sink. Alright, that's...
Oh my, what is this place?
Let's decrease our flaps. We're going above
There
250.
must be a runway in there. See if you can land. I've got to check this place out.
Alright, now this is tricky, so let's do a quick save. SECRET SLAND Secret island. Just in case. Oh, there's the Challenger. Oh, he's slow. Let's open up my speed brakes. Yes, he's in a landing configuration right now. 0.5 nautical miles. Alright, let's dump full flaps. Close our air brakes. Yeah. Oh, his gear is coming down now. So we're going to go around.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Oh, we just narrowly missed it.
They're landing somewhere.
Yeah, I did that way too quickly. So let's level off. I know where they're going, so I'm going to take my time to do this approach. Let's see. So basically, this is the runway here. I'm going to come in between these islands and land there. $280 knots. Let's add 1 notch of flaps. That 1 notch looks huge. Good grief. $185 knots. $90 knots. Roll out. Let's bring our nose up so we're not descending. Oh, there's the runway right there. Alright, gear down. Three down and locked. Let's add the remaining of our flaps.
Don't sink.
Shut up.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Alright, I want to
Don't sink.
maintain 180 knots
Don't
to
sink.
hold positive
Don't
control. Looks like, well,
Don't
we're
sink.
a bit left of the center line.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
That's alright.
Don't sink.
That's
Don't
alright.
sink.
We're landing underneath this archway. Pretty dope. Alright, I'm reducing to flight idle. Yo, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Speed brakes. Whoops, why did we take off again? Oh well. That was weird. But I don't feel too bad. End the mission. Why don't I feel bad? Because I did a save file. There we are. So save, show all save missions. Where? Fly now. There we are. Look at my skin. My skin looks nice. Okay, so the reason why I pulled up because I thought our nose gear collapsed. Flight Sim does not model nose gear collapses, but our nose was kinda low. Alright, there's our Challenger again. We have opened up the speed brakes. Actually, yeah, what we have elected to do, we have elected to do a go around. because there's no way that we can land behind them. We are already in landing configuration. So I'm just gonna bank and yank this Learjet like a fighter jet.
Looks like they're landing somewhere.
Alright, 194 knots. Alright, coming through. 190 knots. Let's bring down some flaps. We're gonna slowly level off. Oh, there is our runway. Beautiful. Let's bring the gear down and continue our turn.
Think rate. Think rate.
Alright, let's bring the rest of our flaps down.
Think rate.
Oh, we really did have flaps. We only had our 8 degrees of flaps. So I'm going to reduce the power. Alright, we're going at 170 knots. Here. Look at that. Let's try this again. Flight idle. Lovely. Yes, man.
Great flying. You better get out of here now.
Beautiful. We have landed. Alright, let's just continue rolling for a bit. I want to get closer to the Ekranoplan. Alright, as we are rolling, just want to plug my stuff again. So it's FSXTout on Mixer, FSXTout on YouTube. That's the whole point of this stream right now, is to celebrate my 10-year anniversary on YouTube. youtube.com/FSXTout. 10 years on YouTube, but only 655 subscribers, so please help a brother out. Help a brother out. So yes, that's me on YouTube, me on Mixer, Facebook, it's FSXTout, Instagram, it's FSXTout1. So follow me on all those social media, and especially follow me on YouTube and Instagram, because I got myself some RC aircraft and I'll be flying them when we can go outside again. So be sure to check me out for for RC videos. Let's quit this mission. Knighthood. Bam, 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 bam. All right, so let's go over to. Oh, that's Mixer. Let's go over to here. Yeah. So yeah, this is my YouTube, and this here is my Instagram, FSXTout1. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to me so I can, because I've been on YouTube for over 10 years and only have 655 subscribers. I am much sad about that. Yeah, check out this video, my wishlist for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The one that's coming out this year. This is FS 2020. This video, I am very proud of it because I wrote a script. Let's go over here. Sorry. Undo that, then click that, and then make this big. I should probably have another source. Ta-da! I made a script for that video, for this video, my wishlist for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I wrote a script, and I actually planned out what I had to say, and I did a short list. So I'm very proud of that video. Check it out. My wishlist for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and yeah, that's my live stream. This concludes my party of sorts, my anniversary for the FSXTout channel, May 9, 2010, 9 May 2020. Very glad for this achievement. Not too proud of, but you guys can help me out with that. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Mixer, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye. The stream is ending. Do I have some music to play as my outro? Let's see. I think so. Oh yes. This music can serve for our outro. Outro music. Oh yes, here's my social media. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Mixer. Instagram is not here for some strange reason, but I can amend that soon. Alright, yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye again for a second time.